Hello, YouTube land! Check your clocks, it's amateur hour time! Welcome back to another episode of Danganronpa. In the last episode, we were doing our investigation, trying to figure out who done diddly killed Sayaka, and I think we've gotten as much as we could during this whole investigation. We got a lot, actually, and it's gonna be one heck of a mystery to unveil because we gotta now figure out who did this who plotted this whole thing and who killed Sayaka, all the while trying to clear my name from suspicion because she died in my bathroom, basically in my room. So they're automatically thinking that I did it simply because of the fact that she was in my room and she's dead. So with that, we gotta put our brains to the test here. And this is only the first chapter. So, who will live, who will die, who will win, who will try? So other than that, let's go ahead and jump right into it and have some fun and scratch our brains during this whole session. So you know what to do, guys. Leave a like for Danganronpa, leave a like for Monokuma, leave a like for Makoto, Celeste, Ludenberg, Mifumi, Hero definitely, obviously Hero, and leave a like for our dearly departed Sayaka Maizono. She will be missed. But let's go ahead and jump right into it. And if you enjoy my content, be sure to subscribe. It'll be an honor to have you as part of the Cuckoo crew. I'll welcome you with open arms. But without further ado, let's get started. Let's do this. Trial. All rise. All right.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results.
I completely forgot that the class trial is fully voiced. So I'm just gonna be chilling in the, I'm just gonna be chilling like them, like just standing in the booth. Just pretend that I'm in one of the booths and also part of the class trial, but I'm just throwing in my 2 cents and trying to figure it out myself. So I'm in there as well. The ultimate rookie, amateur hour. That's what I am. That's my talent. I'm the ultimate rookie.
If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
What? Why?
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
Oh. Oh, that's right.
What's
Junko
going on
died
with
too.
Those pictures.
I completely forgot Junko died.
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
Friendship penetrates?
Stop.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat?
Oh.
There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
That's my seat. Told you. See, that's my seat right there. I'm chilling.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
I'm in the empty spot.
Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
About to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Alright, your first non-stop debate is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please, because I forgot how all of this worked. As things progress during each class trial, you will engage in a number of non-stop debates. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another, without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within their statements. What this means is you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. Any relevant truth bullets you found during your investigation will be loaded into the truth cylinder. Use the left stick to aim and then fire with the X button. Alright? Pay close attention to each character's statements and use your truth bullets to blast the right ones. Note that if you run out of time, you will automatically fail, so please be careful. If you press the plus button during these arguments, you can review the controls. Well then, good luck, have fun. Alright. Oh, you know what I forgot? You know what? Another thing I forgot that I did? I made this on meme. This is the hardest difficulty. Okay, evidence of a struggle. Okay.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
You know that.
Yeah, you know that part already.
You know that part already, yeah.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I don't know about that. Huh? There's something odd about that last statement. It definitely contradicts what I already know. Okay. For this first debate, we'd like to take a quick sidebar. If you're unable to spot and refute someone's lies or contradictions, the argument will repeat. Within a group of statements, some words appear in a different color. Did you happen to notice? That represents a potential hole in a person's statement, a possible weak spot. These weak spots reveal important, though not always accurate, sections of a person's statement, okay? Your truth bullets are only effective against these weak spots. Okay, so the yellow lettering is what is like that's the potential hole. So when you see one come up, take aim and fire, but only if you're sure it's actually wrong. Also, you can fast forward an argument by holding down the B button. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. So it was the only one too.
The one who was murdered was Miss. Yeah, nope, and the murder.
Okay,
In the
this
bathroom.
works.
So it seems most likely the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
I wouldn't say that.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Something went down in that room. There was scratches everywhere.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked.
Right, it was tossed and turned like a tornado, just freaking went wild.
With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom?
I don't think so.
She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then, she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. Well, it was the knife in her stomach, no? Pretty sure that's the whole thing. Okay, kitchen knife set, yeah.
So what was used to kill her?
Freaking knife.
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
A random knife. Hold on, I feel like what I just heard is different from what I already know. Yeah, it wasn't a random knife, it was just straight out of the kitchen.
So the killer used some random knife they had.
Yeah.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong. It wasn't a random knife, it was straight out of the kitchen. Which I
No,
assume where most knives
I
are.
do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
But why would that matter if we have to determine where it came from, though? Well, can't we just say it was a knife and just, you know, be done with it?
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah.
And if you look real close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah, it's just it's just a knife. Or I guess, you know, never mind. Now that I'm kind of thinking about it, like I said, if we could just determine it's a knife, there are different styles of knives. It's just that the kitchen knife is just the most common that you can see. So I guess, yeah, now I see why they had to say a kitchen knife instead of a random knife. Because there are different knives and daggers and such. Alright, okay. Clarified.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
You know what?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
That doesn't mean that I did it, though.
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not gonna change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
He's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer. Alright, there's a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. You can concentrate by holding down the R button. While you're concentrating, time will slow down so you can pay closer attention to what everyone's saying. On top of that, it'll steady your aim, making it easier to target potential weak spots. Concentrating like this consumes the focus gauge, and if this gauge empties, you can't concentrate. But the focus gauge will recover over time, so let your brain take a rest. No need to rush. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright, so we can slow down time, so we can really hear what they're saying. Hina's account, Aoi's account, okay.
So I guess there's no question.
Oh wow, my gauge goes down fast.
But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
That's wrong. Hina was there.
No, that's wrong.
No, that's wrong. Yeah, Hina was there. Hina can back it up.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness?
Yeah.
What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
Well, I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea and went back to the kitchen to wash my glass, one of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. There you go.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time.
Right.
In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Really? Accomplice? Right? Guilty by accomplice?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Huh. I mean, that's not bad, but still, if the one person kills and they become blackened, then the other person doesn't profit. So let's say if the killer does get found out while the other person was, you know, guilty by accomplice, would, I don't know, would they still be considered a danger, I guess? I mean, I guess they will be more cautious. Everyone in the group will be more cautious of that person. That's a big gray area, I guess.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Yeah, I guess that makes sense, Mondo.
But what if they did work together and they just didn't know about the rule?
Ugh, good grief! Enough already! No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case!
Well, dang.
Oops, did I say that out loud?
Of course.
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
boom jams.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove that?
I can.
Oh,
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
so there was actually 2 people in the dining hall. That Sakura, why didn't you say something? Like, I know Hina could back me up, but if Sakura was there, why didn't you say something, girl? He could have backed me up too. God dang it, Sakura.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Me.
Right.
Got it.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
I don't think Sakura needs a weapon to kill somebody. She can literally grab your face and just crunch it. That's pretty much it. All she gotta do is use 2% of her power and she'll go Ultra Instinct on you.
Actually, no. Because, well...
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
Huh.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Okay.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
Not really.
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Yeah, as long as you're staying in a dorm, then that's there.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
And besides, Monokuma would have, jumped in if he said something about it.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
But I'm a girl.
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Jesus, Taka. But I'm a girl. Holy fish paste. He's a guy.
But if it wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
I don't know.
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
You didn't let me.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Huh? Someone who's not here? Are you talking about...
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
So, she grabbed the knife? Sayaka? Okay, so the person who took the knife from the kitchen was... Yeah, it had to have been Sayaka.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
What, she stabbed herself?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
Then the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
She said that about the sword too, but here we are having it in our room. I don't know about that, Makoto. Okay, so she took the knife herself. She probably did get a glass of water too, you never know. But, okay, she took the knife.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Probably.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What do you mean?
What? See? He did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Oh, okay, I understand what he means by... I understand what Byakuya meant. She took the knife, but I still could have very well took the knife from her and killed her. That's still the thing. But no, it's not me. Damn, if I don't do something, they're gonna blame me for the murder. Don't they understand? If they convict me, everyone's gonna die.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
Thank you.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Your first Hangman's Gambit's about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure, Hangman's Gambit. As things advance in the class trial, the Hangman's Gambit will eventually take place. The point of this is to reveal an important phrase related to the incident in question. You'll have to deduce the phrase from the letters flying around and the letters already known. Complete the phrase by shooting down the flying letters in the right order. Use the left stick to aim, then press the A button to shoot the desired letters. Okay. If you shoot down the wrong letters, you'll suffer damage to your influence gauge. If this gauge reaches 0, or if you run out of time, you'll fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Something that should have been at the scene but wasn't. That must be the crucial point. If we can just figure out what that something is. Okay. What was supposed to be at the scene of the crime, but if there wasn't? Oh wow. I got it. Oh, easy. There we go. Yeah, it was actually just forming the freaking word for me. Okay, that's an easy one. 2 letters left. Where is it at? Now I need, yeah, hair. Hair. My hair is not there.
Now I understand.
Now I understand. Yeah, complete.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
But what is that? I don't see any hairs in my room when I'm chilling in my room, so I guess they have to be real small or something.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
He removed my hair.
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room?
Unless, as Kyoko mentioned last episode, unless I was a clean freak.
It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
But is it really that long or like that, I guess, I don't know, brittle enough for Sayaka to leave hair behind? I guess, see, if anyone had the reason to leave hair, it would either be Celeste, Sakura, or Hiro. Those 3 in particular. Maybe Mondo, but he's a gray matter.
That makes sense, does it not?
Because they got lots of hair.
No. If
Okay,
that
maybe
were the
Kyoko.
case, they would have
Yeah,
had to
maybe
do
Kyoko
something
too.
about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
And Toko.
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
So it was for the killer, not for necessarily Sayaka.
Wait, then that means...
That means it wasn't me, you
Precisely.
dinguses.
It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
You friggin' moron.
Then Makoto isn't the culprit?
No.
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Please do.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Yes, I do. My freaking doorknob is it's all wobbly. The killer struggled getting into the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is... Where are you at? Door frame or doorknob? Which one? It's got a... Sorry, focusing. Doorknob.
I got it!
Yeah, it's the doorknob.
Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob? What doorknob?
You mean what doorknob? My doorknob.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken.
As if my door needed any more suffering.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh, yeah, true. But what does it mean?
Someone tried to break in a door that I already know what's wrong with.
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner.
Exactly.
It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Why would I remove my own doorknob? It makes me laugh. Like, why would I need to remove my own doorknob in my own bathroom to kill someone? Ah, you guys, I swear to God.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Yes, I wouldn't.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Yoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice it at first, but is that the key point here? Alright, a bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Let's hear more. Sure. Okay, from here on out, the number of weak spots will start going up. But no matter how many weak spots, there's essentially only one lie or contradiction in that debate. Alright. What I'm trying to say is, not all weak spots you see are necessarily false. Use a truth bullet on the wrong one, and not only will you fail to refute what they said, but you'll also lower your trust with everyone, and your influence gauge will take damage. Now this is important, because if your influence gauge reaches 0, you fail. You have to rely on your own logic to determine which weak spots are actually lies or contradictions. Well then, good luck, have fun. Okay, so there's going to be multiple holes, but only one is the real deal. Door frame, okay. I know about my door frame.
Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Uh-huh.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Yeah.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, I didn't. Or she didn't.
No, it's wrong.
My door frame is flawed. It's not locked. It's flawed.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Let's just say my door frame has a birth defect. How about that?
Yes. Yes. Now that you mention it, that is true.
And why didn't your bathroom door open?
That's it. Stupid.
Because it was stuck.
That too.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door, that's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Because they couldn't get in. What else?
Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
One important detail. Something the killer didn't know. For some reason, they were convinced the door was locked. Which means the important detail the killer didn't know was the crime took place in my room.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's inconceivable.
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms.
Right.
Which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
The killer's just sitting there befuddled like, wow, this actually opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Thank you.
That is a definite possibility.
You can't say yes.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yes, free me from the light. That's what I've been trying to tell you, you freaking idiots. I mean, that's what I've been trying to tell you.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
Thanks, Afumi.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
We all die, easy.
Well then, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
They all point at Taka. They immediately start voting Kiyotaka.
Majority rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious?
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
She said anyone but her, please.
It's
anyone
fine,
else?
It's fine. Just ask your question.
Does anyone else have a question?
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I said the same thing, but no.
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Right.
Then maybe someone picked the lock?
Our locks can't be picked.
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Yeah.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
That's... well, yeah. I mean, considering all the other possibilities of what could have happened, just letting them in like that simply is kind of the only reason, to be honest. So they just walked in.
No, that can't be it either.
Wait, no, you're right. That can't be it because I told her to not let nobody in. Oh my god.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
The reason there's no way Sayaka invited her killer into the room. I already had the answer because we switch, right?
I got it!
Yeah, we switch.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Right, and I legit told her to not open the door for anyone, no matter who knocked. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone.
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching?
Right.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh.
Huh? Well, what the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this? Let me see that. There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two in 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
I found a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. And these are the words that appear.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words.
This is why I don't use notepads. This is exactly why I don't use notepads.
When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I'd better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Huh? Well, actually, I did check that notepad last episode. I was investigating the notepad, but he just said it was like, I guess all the school people have it. Like, he didn't really go into depth with it. Well, here we are.
Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
That's not my handwriting.
And either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
Ain't my writing.
No, I didn't. But
of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Oh, I actually just saw that. Then, that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Good job, Bafumi. My man using his 2D bubble. Not be gone. Be gone, women.
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh?
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say? Very well then, pay attention.
Huh. If they got the note, then they're not involved? This I gotta see. Dorm nameplates. Okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Uh-huh.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Oh.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, they wouldn't, because the nameplates have been switched. It kind of killed the whole switch thing. It was pointless.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
Right.
They got switched?
Yep. Which, like I said, defeats the whole switching room purpose. Don't know why that happened.
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Right.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
That's irritating. That's actually very irritating.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Nope, I didn't even have any knowledge of it until I saw until I investigated it.
Right. Okay, then who did it?
There's only one person who could have switched the nameplates. It was Sayaka. Why?
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms.
Why? Why switch it?
So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just us two. In 5 minutes, come see me in my room. Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay?
She specifically
Yeah, she
tells
even
the
makes
reader
them
to
know.
check the nameplate.
Check the nameplate.
She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
But we still
But
don't
who
know
is
who it
it?
is, you goddamn idiot.
Yeah, but who did she invite over?
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
I hate it.
It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
The reason I know Sayaka's wrist was broken with the fake sword is because she had something on it. Yeah, that paint.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
How? And it must have been hard too if it broke her wrist.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
Yes, sir, Hasahiro. Yes, sir, Yasuhiro. What happened in my room, and what led to Sayaka's death? That's what we need to make clear. Bit more to learn about non-stop debates. Let's learn more, people. Are you getting used to these non-stop debates? Starting with the next debate, I'll start loading multiple truth bullets into your truth cylinder. But just like with the weak spots, only one of those bullets can actually refute the proper statement. In other words, from here on out, you'll have to combine the right truth bullet with the right weak spot to refute each statement. If you come up with the wrong combination, you'll take damage to your influence gauge. You can press the L button to rotate the cylinder and choose which bullet to fire. Press and release the L button to cycle through each bullet. Okay. Or you can hold down the L button, then use the left stick to select a specific bullet. Either way, if the logic difficulty is set to kind, fewer bullets will be loaded into the cylinder. Which it's not, it's on mean. For our purposes this time, the logic difficulty will be set to mean. Well then, good luck and have fun. Yeah, it's already on mean, so it's gonna be a crap ton of bullets, I bet. Okay, sword C, kitchen knife, replica sword. Alright.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Maizono's wrist.
So, she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Hidden away?
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
Can I check my... I can. Sheath. Makoto took this from the gym and put this in his room. The sheath was found some distance from the sword itself. It shows evidence of being scratched with a sharp object. Okay. What about the sword itself, though? If I can find that. Okay, the sword was found out of its sheath. The sword handle was missing some gold coating, as was part of the blade. Alright. So maybe the sword sheath, I guess. The sword was used first, and then the knife came afterward. Is that really the order of events? This leads to some unexplainable detail. Okay, I want to say the sword sheath, maybe.
The culprit grabbed the sword. And that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Yeah,
No,
it was the
wrong.
sheath. Yeah, well, it wasn't a sneak attack, because it got scratched.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Yeah, it didn't start with the sword, because it got scratched.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
So the knife struck first.
Something sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
Yep.
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
The knife struck first.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening.
What?
So she grabbed the sword to defend herself. But then the culprit took that from her too.
What? Hold on, bud.
Then,
You're confusing
they
me.
broke her wrist with the sword. They took the knife and finished it.
So the killer got both weapons and he was just, you know, flailing them around like a like a ninja. Is that what's going on?
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
Yeah, that don't make no sense.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
Yeah, that would be her hands because that paint comes off real quick. The part of the body that shows she never used the sword, her palm. Yeah, if you use that sword, you're gonna have paint on it.
Right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
Right.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Like I said before, the gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why did you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What?
No, that's not it at all.
There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because the water was off. Because it was nighttime. Ow.
According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower.
Oh my.
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
An insult,
An
obviously.
insult, obviously. It's
So
bad.
if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword.
Yep.
But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
The one who damaged the sheath, who would have been the one without the sword, which would have been Sayaka.
I got it!
So she attacked first.
Sayaka? she had the kitchen knife?
She attacked first.
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Yes, she attacked first.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
Oh, man.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
Oh, she was trying to kill someone. She was actually going to pull the trigger on the whole thing. Oh, no.
And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms, correct? Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you.
Oh.
That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That kind of hurts. That kind of hurts just a bit.
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates.
Oh, I got used.
She wanted
I feel
to get whoever
violated.
she targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
Which worked pretty well, because all of you freaking eyeballed me when it happened.
But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior. I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Ow. I feel so used.
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation. A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her, and she died at the hands of the one she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on! That can't be true! Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
Did we though?
You're being super boring right now.
Super boring.
Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Oh yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Well, it can't be me anymore, so...
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
I don't know if I can. I feel used.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
I feel used. Is it really all over? Obviously, I'm committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues go, there's nothing left. Well, she tried to kill someone first. Alright, trash duty, Hina's account, dying message. Alright.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
No, just this one, the dying message.
Very well. Then let's review all the clues we've found up to this point one more time.
Do we really have time for all that?
Die! Die! If we don't do something, we're all gonna die!
Wait, no, hold on. That's right. There is still a clue left that can lead us to who killed her. Sayaka left it behind. Yeah, the dying message.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
Wrong. Dying message.
No, it's wrong.
We still got this baby boy. Great.
There still might be one clue left. Sayaka's dying message.
Did anyone else see this, or was it just me?
Dining. Wait, what did you say?
Dining. Dining message.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 1 1
Yeah, it's
0
freaking numbers.
7, written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Well, before we get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Definitely. There's no question that Sayaka wrote that message, and I can prove it. The left index finger.
I got it!
She's got blood on her
The
pinky.
left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Yeah.
Sure, I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean? 1 1 0 3 7?
See, I was supposed to talk to Chihiro about that, but I didn't get the time to, and the class trial immediately began, so...
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
Thank you, Mondo.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Oh, well,
Of course.
if Chihiro doesn't know, then
Because they're not numbers.
they aren't.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
But,
Don't these first two, 1 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
one letter? Wait, I do see it. Wait, is there what's it? A streak? It's like invisible, but it's there. That's an N. Oh God, I know who it is.
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely
Right, the
there.
connecting line.
So I assumed it was 1 1, but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Yep.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Thank you.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited now.
So they're not numbers, they're letters. I know
Even
who
if
did
that
it.
really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Oh, you son of a gun. You son of a gun. Damn it. It's no use. I just don't know.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Huh? Rotate it? I think maybe I see something.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right on to who did it.
So, whose name did she write?
Sayaka's dying message revealed the real killer's name. I know exactly who it was. I cannot believe you. Oh my god. You son of a gun.
Here's my answer.
Here's my answer. It was freaking Leon.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
Freaking Leon.
L-E-O-N. Or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
People writing names in blood ain't no coincidence, bud.
It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all. She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were.
Yeah, she had no choice.
And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
I knew that 7 looked weird. I knew that 7 looked weird. Of all the things, like when I was trying to look at it as numbers, I just kept telling myself, why does that 7 look so odd? And it, because first it looked like a 7, and then it eventually turned into, you know, I was thinking like something completely different, like it was a letter. I was thinking of Waluigi, you know, from Super Mario, how his symbol is an upside down L, which is literally like that. So that's when I was like starting to question, why does the 7 look so strange? It was literally that the entire time, but now that they say it, and then it all made sense because they weren't numbers, they were letters. Leon, I swear to God. Come on, man.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me.
It's a hooey of a stretch because it's the real deal.
I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
What? The evidence that Leon tried to get rid of. I know what it was. What? Giant message, storm nameplate, peanut, trash duty? Oh, shirt piece.
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
Oh.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine.
If it were me, I'd be wearing a graphic tee. Graphic shirts are always my go-to in fashion.
With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so.
The burnt remains of the button-up shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. Where, when, or how it was disposed of. How?
I got it!
Okay, I was taking a stab in the dark.
At how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right?
Oh yeah, that's right. The incinerator's like freaking 30 feet back. So how did you get it and manage to open it?
And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty.
Which was Hifumi.
So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There was another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. And that's exactly what proves that Leon is the real killer. All right, Leon, let's see what you got. Let's see your logic, bud. Shirt piece, incinerator, shattered crystal ball. Okie dokie.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
I did see the. Hold on. Let me see. Crystal ball. Shards of glass were found next to the incinerator in the trash room. As it turns out, the glass ball would have fit comfortably in the palm of a person's hand. Apparently, Hiro left the ball in the laundry room on accident, so anyone could have come along and taken it. Okay. So, wait, I'm on the incinerator.
The person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence.
Don't think so.
Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so
What if had the trash room key was...
Huh? Me?
Yeah, they're trying to pin it on the Fumi. Is it really impossible to have destroyed evidence without the trash room key? No, I'm sure there was another way. Yeah, which would have to be the crystal ball.
Whoever was on clean. So the only one person.
But how did he do that?
You'd have to get close to the incinerator.
How did you do that?
No, it's wrong.
How did you use the ball somehow?
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but...
But how would you use it?
The killer had to use the glass ball in a certain way, which was throw it. Okay, now it makes sense.
The killer
He
simply
threw that
took
30
the
feet
incinerator switch
through a gap.
and threw the ball through a gap in the gate.
Wow, that's impressive. He threw that through a gap and as fast as he could, it was 30 feet, and he opened the gate. That's wild.
All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
What?
Someone threw a gap in the gate?
30 feet.
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on. Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Fairy godparents.
Fairy godparents.
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate.
That's frightening.
Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Which also was 30 feet.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty,
Oh no, I think the gate would have been open.
taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and
Yes.
do something that small.
That's freaking accurate as all get out.
Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
It wouldn't have been much of a challenge at all for the killer because... Oh, because he was he's the baseball star.
Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Dang.
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Yeah.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer. These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you.
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Here's what happened. Okay. The closing argument is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. Every case has one last element to bring the class trial to an end. This is the closing argument. In this phase, you'll give a complete summary of the case. You'll have to reproduce the flow of events for the case in the form of a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take aim at a missing section and press the A button, holy cow, you'll get a hint that might lead to a breakthrough. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright. Closing argument. Begin. Finish the thought. Okay. Oh man. Wait, how do I go? Oh, okay, that's how I do it. Wow, this is wild. Alright. I like the way it looks. Our room was the scene of the crime. The incident began when the killer entered. Wait. This? Or. Yeah, I think it's this one. Alright. So now. Yeah, she ready to freaking slice and dice. First, when Sayaka attacked the killer with the knife, they noticed something in my room, which would be... Oh no, it's that one. Never mind. Let me switch that out. With this one. There we go. And then... This? I guess? Okay, yeah, look at her. She's so vicious. They used that object to deflect Sayaka's attack, which is why that evidence was damaged. Which... yeah, that looks good. Oh my goodness. It looks scary. It looks so scary. After the killer countered Sayaka's attack with an attack of their own, what did they do next? The killer or Sayaka? I guess this. I guess that I'm about to... You must die. You must get stabbed to death. Okay, yeah, her wrist is broken. That is for sure. So she ran in the bathroom. He's like, I don't think so. Trying to jiggle the doorknob. I'm about to whip. I'm about to whip somebody's ass. Alright, what's this? They forced the bathroom door open. The only logical way they could have, which was... Yeah, I guess they broke in. And then walked in. Got her. Alright, after she was stabbed, Sayaka used the last of her strength to leave. There you go. Oh, and now she's dead. She's dead. Okay, now, what's going on? Whoa, what's going on here? The killer used an item in my room to help dispose of evidence, which I guess, from the looks of it, looks like it would be the lint. Oh my god. Jesus, he prepped up everything. The object the killer threw to activate the incinerator must have been... Wait, what's that? That's... No. That would be... There you are. Okay. Boom. I like it. I like that it's like... It's not a... It is a comic book, but it's actually a manga. Like, it's right to left instead of left to right. I like that. Okay, so this would be... I want to assume this one. Okay. Threw it in. Leaves. And then... Piece of evidence left behind in the trash room. That would be this. Yeah, this. Reenact? Okay, I think that's it.
The killer is you!
Act 1.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Okay. Ba-dum. I like the... I'll even have sound effects.
In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Shot.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Yeah. Ah! Basha! Basha! I'll provide the sound effect.
It grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back.
Wah! Snap.
During the struggle,
smacked her right in her wrist.
Sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Done. And now she's cool.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Act 2.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom.
Yeah. I'm about to whip somebody's ass.
But couldn't get the bathroom door open.
That's just Leon singing behind the door.
What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it.
Sorry, I'm trying to... I don't know what that was. It was just a brain moment. Leave me alone.
Sayaka knew about that because I told her. But of course, the killer had no way of knowing.
I'm sure this is very frightening. Yeah, she's scared.
So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife.
Yeah, you open the door. Now it's time. Ha!
and stabbed Sayaka.
Dang it, man. It didn't have to happen this way.
But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that, all her strength was gone.
Act 3.
With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
Phew.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
It can really take a lot out of you after murdering someone. Rip. Really just cleaned my
Then
room.
they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Act 4. Chick, chick.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
Ah.
So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room.
Oh, nah. Now I'm gonna, when I hold up something over my head, that's gonna be what it is. Grr, da, shot.
The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch.
That's freaking amazing.
For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Whoosh. Dang.
The
Crash.
crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator, which then quickly roared to life.
Ding. Ah. And he threw it right in there. He threw it with the gate too, by the way.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
And who was that killer?
Isn't that right, Leon?
Dang, isn't that right, Leon? Complete. Let's
It would
go.
appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room.
We got you, Leon.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Well then, I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
What do you mean? I have the evidence? What? Your first bullet time battle is about to begin. Would you like to hear more? Sure. Oh, hello. Sometimes during a class trial, your opponent simply won't want to hear what you have to say. When this happens, you will engage them in a head-to-head battle. We like to refer to this as the bullet time battle, aka the BTB, BTW. During the BTB, you want to destroy your opponent's statements in time with the rhythm. Alright. I can handle rhythm stuff. Match your button presses with each tempo marker as they move across the screen and reach the center. Got it. Press the A button to lock on to an opponent's statement. Destroy the statement you've locked onto with the X button as the tempo marker reaches the center. Got it. Use this method to deal damage to your opponent. If you can't pull it off, you'll be the one in pain. Tempo up. Do this consecutively and you'll start a combo. Keep this going and you'll initiate a tempo up. On the... God, I can't stop burping. On the flip side, if you keep missing, you'll get a tempo down in the situation. With the tempo changes, so does the timing for hitting each button, which I would make sense. So watch out for that. Final strike. Deal enough damage to your opponent and their weak spot statement will appear. At that point, you can press the X button to shoot it down with a truth bullet, like any other statement. Repeat their statement fast enough and you'll come out victorious. But just like before, your influence gauge reaches 0, or you run out of time, you fail. Well then, good luck and have fun. Alright.
When the killer broke the bathroom doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. So what did the killer use?
What did the killer use to take apart the doorknob?
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid.
Aw. I have to show indisputable evidence that Leon's the killer. I need to figure it out. Oh, what do you... Oh, that's easy. I have it. I do have it. Moment of truth.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. Stupid! You lie! Shut up! You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Where's your proof? You kidding me?
I have
Not
it,
a
bud.
chance!
Hang on.
Stupid! You lie! Shut up! You kidding me? Not a chance!
Got it. Final strike. Yep, the
Where's your
toolkit.
proof?
Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit and I refuse to acknowledge it. Shut your mouth.
This should prove it.
This should prove it. The freaking toolkit.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove them.
I mean, it had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure the toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
So they got it from their own toolkit.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Yeah, so they assumed that it was a sewing kit.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Stupid. Stupid.
Oh man, he has nothing else to say.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Yeah, we caught him. He has nothing else to say. Oh man. Ouch. Dang it, Leon. You got me in trouble because of this, man. You know, I got medals, though. I can get more prizes. Cool.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right? Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I'm sorry, Leon. I'm sorry. Who was found guilty? Oh, man. Oh, dear. I'm sorry, bud.
Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
Huh?
He snapped back into reality real quick.
Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka?
But
I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch!
Son of a bitch. What the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
I didn't have a choice. It was kill or be killed.
So that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. It was complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
That's all? Yeah.
Hey! Come on!
You expect me to just accept my death? Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. But when I think about it, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd been wrong. Because if what we came up with really is the truth, then that truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her and the video actually had something to do with me, I can't even imagine.
Now we're trapped here, with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why? Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here.
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka,
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant.
and that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her. That's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
she was lying for me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know. Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's that.
Holy howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh? I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness.
What did you say?
Phew! I understand. Really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse.
Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault. Sayaka being forced to do something like that. All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma. But
That's enough.
as angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now. Damn it! Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoided punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kuwata will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing. Yeah, he could have just stopped right there when she ran into the bathroom. That was it. That's all he could have done, but nope, he decided to kill her. But you chose not to. Is it not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So,
No,
that's why...
that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation, the mastermind.
Unbelievable.
Oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up. Okay, well, anyway, more importantly...
Thrills, chills, kills!
Thrill, chill, kill! Let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you! Please, don't do this!
Hey, come on now.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop! Please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
For Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Oh, God. Game over. Leon has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, Leon. Oh, God. Oh, I don't like seeing this. He is so frightened. He's so scared. Oh. Oh, goodness. Those are baseballs. We all just watching. The 1,000 blow. Ow. Ah. Oh my God. Those are baseballs. He's getting hit everywhere with the baseball. Jesus. I know how it feels to get hit with a baseball too. So getting hit with 1,000 of them with that speed. Oh my God. Oh yeah, he's done for. Oh my god. Oh, look at everyone. They're all like, what just happened? Oh Lord. What we saw. That was the true face of despair. I mean, if we can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Woohoo! Extreme! My adrenaline is pumping right out of control. What's going on?
I can't take it.
I can't take this anymore. Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing this evil shit to us?
What the heck?
Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of dare.
Well...
So why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible. Hey, I don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
Piece of shit. I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your ass into the ground.
You must really hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened, happened because more than one of you decided you wanted to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free from your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame.
Of course we can't cut free from the outside world, being trapped in this insane place.
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you all learn the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You think, boy, isn't it wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you trying to say?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills,
Anyway, let's get back to the Blacken's punishment. That's what everyone's waiting for, after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to save some fun for the later.
And just like that, he was gone. He left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Jesus. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just lost their sense of time. We were all too scared. Scared of being alone. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen,
I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
it's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why, as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her now.
However,
Even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she could protect you. What?
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message. Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me all this? Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such a desperate situation. Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well... I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition. Dang. Chapter 1, to survive. The end. Oh, man. 12 left. Leon, Junko, and Sayaka gone. To be continued. Alright, well, I think we're gonna go ahead and end it off right here. We got the despair bat. Oh, joy. We got a bat. Beautiful. Yeah, we're gonna save it right here and call it right here, guys. So, until then, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like. Also, comment and subscribe to get new feed on videos and become a member of the Kook Kook Crew today. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter, and I also have Blue Sky now. You can also follow me on Blue Sky as well if you want to get more updates or just like posts, or you want to chat and recommend you to play video games. Your choice, your preference. Also, after you subscribe, be sure to tap that bell to get new notifications on videos so you'll never miss an upload from me ever again. But that's going to be it from Danganronpa. In the next episode, I guess we'll start the next chapter and see what goes on from there. And, yeah, that hurts. That really hurts. Oh, I'm not ready to play this game again. I am not. All my emotional attachments are just going to be stripped away from me, aren't they? Oh, and I said I was going to do a saga too, so this is going to be never-ending sadness. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. So until then, guys, have a nice day, have a nice night. Amateur is out. Stay safe, stay sharp, stay cuckoo crazy, and I shall see you in the next episode. Peace.